and welcome to Chem Camp. Our topic today is the element number 16, sulfur, or sulfur with a pH, as it is referred to in the United Kingdom, Ireland, Hong Kong, and other Commonwealth states. Sulfur is often presented in the periodic table with atomic number 16, atomic symbol S, and atomic weight of 32.07 grams per mole. That's a hefty element. If you had the same amount of water molecules as you have sulfur molecules, the sulfur would be twice as heavy. Sulfur is Latin for burning stone and is commonly referred to as brimstone, which gives a clue into its origin. No one knows who discovered sulfur, but the yellow crystalline solid was known as far back as biblical times, as in Genesis. Brimstone is mentioned several times. Sulfur was often used for its medicinal properties and as incense for religious rites by Greeks and Romans in 2000 BCE. Sulfur, because of its combustibility, was often the main ingredient to make fire and for the pyrotechnical displays in the Roman circus. The Chinese also knew about sulfur as early back as 6th century BCE. In the 3rd century, the Chinese began isolating sulfur from pyrite, or fool's gold. And later, sulfur was used in traditional Chinese medicine and gunpowder, the latter used increasing its demand in the Western world in the 12th century. Where did all this sulfur come from? Well, early civilizations mined in sulfur deposits near volcanoes, both active and extinct. Native sulfur also appeared along hot springs, but was usually found in relatively minute quantities. It is rare to find one deposit large enough to warrant commercial exploitation. Yet sulfur is found all over the Earth's surface as galena, gypsum, Epsom salts, and barite. Nowadays, sulfur is often found in meteorites and recovered commercially in salt domes along the Gulf Coast of the USA. How would you recognize sulfur if you saw it? Sulfur has several physical characteristics. It has a pale lemon yellow color, it is odorless, it is tasteless, and it is brittle to the touch. Of course, you probably shouldn't touch, smell, or taste it. You could waft it, but everything else is dangerous. In the laboratory, sulfur has several chemical characteristics as well. You couldn't dissolve it in water because it is only soluble in a substance called carbon disulfide, which incidentally is made of sulfur. Sulfur is a non-metallic element of the chalcogen group. It can expand its valence shell to accommodate more than 8 electrons, which mean it can form a great variety of compounds. Compounds where a sulfur replaces an oxygen get a thio prefix. Sulfur is essential to life. It is a minor but very important constituent of fats, body fluids, and skeletal minerals in both land and the sea. However, because it is so important for life, it can also be very dangerous for life in certain strange doses or forms. Some of sulfur's most dangerous compounds include carbon disulfide, hydrogen sulfide, and sulfur dioxide. Hydrogen sulfide can be metabolized, but in high concentrations can cause respiratory paralysis, while sulfur dioxide is a main element found in acid rain and therefore affects both our terrestrial elements and our world oceans. Here are some more facts about sulfur. Hydrogen sulfide, produced in anaerobic decay and commonly known as rotten egg gas, gives sulfur a bad reputation as a bad-smelling element. Coal and oils often contain sulfur impurities. When coal and oils are burned, some sulfur dioxide gas is produced. Sulfur is used in the vulcanization of rubber. Sulfur is also used in the making of several types of paper and as a bleaching agent. Now you know all about sulfur. Thank you for watching.